And welcome back to part 54 of Sales of Symphonia. Or Colette. Now she gets inferiority conflicts like Princess Hilda. I think Lloyd's just utterly whiffing this. Colossal rule of thumb. Never attribute to malice what you can with pure stupidity. I think when I was going to school back in the village, I was too embarrassed to say anything about it, but Lloyd's a friggin' Lloyd.
Oh, no, he's a poonhound. But
Lloyd likes ladies with a bit of experience, class, and wisdom. So, poor Colette.
Where did this inferiority complex suddenly come from?
Actually, Lloyd likes all the ladies, but he hasn't taken them as lovers per se. But Colette wanted a little more out of him, and I sure wasn't going to give her an inch.
I mean, you see that shit you got in your arm? No thanks.
Yeah, right. What is that, like fucking Cruxis crystal cooties?
You got scabs.
Ow!
You got scabies. I'm sorry, Colette. That's not interesting. I'm sorry.
Colette has angel leprosy. By the way, you can land just anywhere on the ground here and then just walk up the mountain. This is the very first place where I ever discovered that.
Were you trying to specifically land on top of that little outside?
Yes. And already Zealous whores off to the clergy.
No,
I'll show you the Holy Ghost.
Now, we were in buildings like these before.
Yeah, they're the abbeys.
Yeah, we met.
Which are like the House of Salvations.
Yeah, and in earlier parts we were talking about these wandering chefs that were here, sitting on the benches. Oh, hello.
That is Celeste. That is Zealous' sister.
Which they do not do a good job of hiding.
I mean, I see that the Chosen is his usual.
She's trying to play up an angle, like a tsundere angle, like she hates her brother, but in reality she loves him.
Well, still respects him enough to call him Big Bro.
Right.
I mean, Zealous.
After all, it rightfully belongs to.
By the way, this is weird here that she has the Cruxis crystal that Zealous is supposed to have as the Chosen. We haven't seen that before. Once Cruxis crystal long, Cruxis crystal sticks.
Alright.
I think it's more so because she was just told to hold on to it, while Zealous has to wait for his time to start doing the whole Tethe'alla pilgrimage.
What is it?
Zealous doesn't do a good job of reciprocating it either, just going along with the act.
Oh,
Well,
alright then.
not really. He just said little sister.
Right.
Please take care.
I like her character design, though. It's probably the
I
hat.
didn't say anything.
Huh?
I like the hat.
Doesn't matter if my big
It
brother
is indeed a nice hat.
Aha! You called him Big Brother.
What's your fucking point, Aesop?
No, I didn't. There's no way I'd have a brother like that.
Despite how Zealous just calmly handled that, this fucking kills him inside.
Well, what do you think? I'm well loved, aren't I?
Loved by all the populace except the people he wants to be loved from.
Don't be too hard on her. She was sickly ever since she was a kid. But despite that, her mother... Ah, never mind.
Again, Zealous has a real interesting backstory, too bad for me, and much to my chagrin, and I'm sorry everybody. I couldn't get my relationship values with Zealous high enough.
For the sake of learning more on Zealous' background. Oh, just bring it up when it's relevant. Because I know that's something you probably don't want to spoil right now.
Truth be told. Like, it's one of those things I've read multiple times, but I still haven't committed it to memory. So I would advise you to look it up on YouTube yourself and watch it there.
Oh, nothing.
I have no way I could put it into words that would do it justice.
Okay, well, perhaps I can look for a little more context when it's relevant, not now, though. Anyway, back at Cyback.
This here's an odd little quest. You get nothing out of this, but you learn a little more about Zealous too.
More accurately, Zealous' work ethics.
Right. You're an aristocrat. Why are you talking to me? I'm not an aristocrat. I think it was Zealous I was talking to.
You take that back.
Yeah, seriously. I'm not rich.
How dare you?
So now we're helping him find a child. Now we gotta help him find his mother. Not sure where the hell she is, though, so we'll just take a look around. Just ask a few people around the lobby about the child's mother, really. Is what you gotta do.
It is Lloyd that is whoring for the truth. Lloyd got bored. It's like, fuck, I don't know what I'm doing.
I can't find your mom, kid. He smells terrible. Thanks, child. It's awful. Yeah. It's alright. We poor people are treated like that. There's discrimination. Tethe'alla is all about fucking discrimination. Jesus Christ. At least Sylvarant has the happy hick angle going for him. You know, barring designs.
Even the floor tiles discriminate against each other.
Apparently we're dragging a slum child along and disturbing the peace. How the fuck does that work? It feels like 18th century European racism, or 18th or 19th century European racism. I was always bad at that. Where it's like, there was a huge class dichotomy between the rich and the poor. Zealous, now's not the time for whoring!
Someone's played the horror music.
The Jewel of the Chosen. I hope like Hal's also to drop his pants to show him this Jewel of the Chosen.
He's giving him an ace-up while whoring.
Zealous drops his pants. These are the Jewels of the Chosen, senor.
Discrimination is bad. You shouldn't do it. Oh yeah!
He's tough, man. The Chosen is a noble just below the royal family in rank. So yeah, fuck you. So the Chosen sort of has like an immediate bylaw just because he's below the royal family, but it still feels like the aristocracy isn't really doing much at all to prevent the wealth gap.
Yeah, what do they care? They're rich. I mean, isn't that pretty topical though in the real world anyway?
Yeah. The rich tell the people who make minimum wage to try to find better work, despite not knowing that, you know, if you're on minimum wage, you can't necessarily do that, considering the money's not there for you to try to apply for something, especially when you're having to go for certifications and shit like that.
It's an endless cycle.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
They're ignorant to the plights of the poor. Nothing gets fixed. But the poor also, but they're not completely unsympathetic either, because, well, actually, they are kind of unsympathetic when you think of it.
No, because it's also the poor's duty
to try to get better, but at the same time, they can't do that with the money they're making now. Yeah. When it goes between them feeding their food, or even if you know, you get those that don't want to make a better life for themselves, somebody's still got to be working those jobs.
Yeah.
Zealous understands this and at least gives her a job, by the way.
Yeah. And there's always been, it's, you know, it's say like if you, I wouldn't say near poverty-like conditions, but it is also a matter of having a really good work ethic. You know, you can't be a lazy fuck, a poor lazy fuck, and expect the world to be handed to you, and you can't be mad at that because it's not doing it. You gotta work for that shit.
And Zealous understands that.
Yeah. Patience is another thing.
There's also the golden age of nepotism, though. She only got that job because of the Chosen say-so. And because the Chosen had something he could have done, he could easily had his butler to do.
Yeah.
Which reinforces the problem. Another problem we have of the importance of networking / nepotism, which turned the job marketing field from hard work and ethic will pay off to make sure you know somebody in the fucking major.
Yeah.
IT professionals are one of the few. IT is one of the very few fields that don't have that. As long as you can do the job you're in, everything else you got to know somebody in the field. Unfortunately, IT is also populated by a friggin' market that, while ever expanding, is also highly competitive to get in, which makes it a pain in the dick. But
highly competitive.
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Can you beat out these people from India who have 12 to 15 different certifications?
In a battle to the death.
Essentially.
In an IT Coliseum.
IT Coliseum. Alright, boys, take out your keyboards and settle this like fucking professionals. And I'll stab them in the neck with my pens for my pocket protector if I have to.
I want the job at IT. No, I want the job at IT. Settle it to in smash.
That would be a good fucking way to do it, too. Anyway, we're back at the Tower of Salvation.
Coming here reminds me of my journey to regenerate the world.
Yeah, and how badly you fucked it up. What? Sorry, relationship values. What?
I'm so sorry. It just slipped.
Now,
Yeah.
Delos, open the door.
So it's not the one in the same tower.
It can get really scary sometimes.
Huh?
So it's not one in the same tower.
Essentially.
Alright, I figured it might have been, considering it disappeared in one world and reappeared on our.
Seems like it, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Time to shine. Do I look like
Well, then again,
yeah. Let's get going.
the Tower of Babel was 2 areas in Final Fantasy IV, technically.
Right.
Only because you entered in the top floor than the bottom floor. So this is going to be something similar, except not really.
You're even more obnoxious than usual? Nah, he's always like
A lot of the characters should go out of their way to shit on Zealous recently.
She's pretty sharp.
Do you want to, like, not say something like that with everybody in earshot? If I were Lloyd, I would have pulled out my sword. Alright, what are you up to, buddy?
Confess!
Or settle it and smash. I got me the Wasea rapier for Lloyd, which I probably think I should unequip, but I was like, hell with it.
Well, if this place is anything like the Tower of Salvation in Sylvarant, it's not going to be a very long dungeon. In quotes.
Theory.
In theory.
These are the 4 I would recommend for the battle coming up ahead anyway. Which is why I switched out Zealous for Perseo. And then did it back.
What are you looking for in this battle, primarily?
Honestly, nothing really exceptional. I just want 2 sources of healing at the same time. And I chose Regal just because I haven't shown him much love in this playthrough.
Yeah. Hit the floating coffins again.
Holy shit. Guess Tethe'alla had a lot of failures too.
Ghastly.
such a sad place.
The Tower of Salvation is full of lies.
Wait a minute. Is this really Tethe'alla?
Trauma bomb!
Yeah. It looks identical to Sylvarant's Tower of Salvation. My body... I can't stop shaking. This is the same place.
Trauma bomb!
It can't be.
It can't be.
Lloyd.
And then see this Tower of Salvation, Tethe'alla, rip it off. It says Sylvarant. Oh yeah.
That's it.
Memories.
The 2 worlds are connected here. Of course, it's the same place.
And again, look at your tower. If you look at your copy of Tales of Symphonia, notice that little symbol on it now.
Are you really one of Mythos' companions from 4,000 years ago?
Meanwhile, Kratos pulls out the Tetsuya Nomura original for
For Kratos.
yeah. All those fucking belts.
Look at that.
You don't even need 2 of them.
You only need one belt. Lloyd, you're borderline.
Yeah, seriously. Oh,
No,
Lloyd
no.
needs his for swords.
The buckles are for the sword.
And the other 2 are overalls.
To explain.
So in the end, you really are our enemy. I kept thinking, hoping that you might be good, but you're not.
I should think that would be obvious at this point.
It's not obvious at this point. In fact, this comes out of left field for me. Round 2.
I hope you improve.
And we're still playing Beat the Angel. Funniest hell title, I know. I cut him out of that because he opens with Judgment every time.
What was that? A pretty beefy defense.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Lightning Tiger Blade. Oh!
They stay there. I want to cherish the moment.
Yeah, seriously, hold that thought, buddy. I gotta soup up Zealous' magic text for this. And Regal too, because I realized that their units of text are not optimal. I back up a bit while he gets that off. Rank boosts up everybody's attack power minorly, which is what I could ask for. Now, Kratos has a lot of nasty fucking combinations, all of them involving Lightning Blade. Especially Super Lightning Blade, which hits like a fucking truck. Don't be surprised if you're going through a lot of healing items on this one.
Yeah, he seems to rack. He has those combos.
He can rack up a lot of art combos, but he's rather hard to interrupt. But he's really vulnerable when he goes for the magic, as Regal just demonstrated. That's a new art that Regal has for the PS2 release, because I don't remember ever seeing that in the GameCube version. It's like a kind of, I'm not sure how to really describe it. I think it's his variation of Force, because it has like a huge red impact on it. I also try to customize my art so that he doesn't get too many hits in. Stunning him is key. If you can stun lock him easily, you're gonna have a good time. Unfortunately for me, I think he also... I don't remember if I looked at his stats effectively, but I think he resists light a bit. But the light magic I have for rain helps stun him, which I can always go for.
Yeah.
Of course, that also means my Watsier Rapier isn't helping me out as much as it should. Fierce Demon Fang is the S-Tech that we've seen earlier. Basically, it's like one Demon Fang with a real short range, but it hits multiple times. Pretty good stuff. Better than double Demon Fang, depending on if you want to play like the range game or the stun game. Lloyd's ulti in this playthrough, but I will admit I've always found the S Demon Fangs better. It's just that I'm actually kind of neutral when it comes to my Demon Fang choice. TRS, it doesn't really bother me.
But when given the choice, you will lean towards T.
Yeah, if only because I'm so lazy to like do that switch back and forth shit, or the tech glitch for that matter.
I'd probably be 2. Because I don't want it to get... I don't want to...
It's not that hard to do, like, you know, it's not that hard.
It's a variable I don't want to consider in my playthrough.
Actually, I just didn't want to do it in this playthrough because I wanted to keep a move going, you know? By the way, I also have Rain in a very bad place right there. Right in front of the swordsman who's ready to fucking slam her.
Okay, so Healing Circle continuously heals you as long as you're within the circle itself.
Yep.
I thought it was like a one-shot sort of thing.
Nope. By the way, if, I'll have to explain that later.
Ay, ay, ay.
Ayos, meals. Kratos is like, ow!
This isn't just a matter of he has a lot of HP. It's just a matter that his defenses are really high.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, for a while we've been doing damages in the hundreds, sometimes thousands.
But that's usually what that's usually what happens in boss battles. But there's also the thing to remember that. There's also the thing to remember though that I'm also going at him with like a bit of a less than optimal equipment against him. But naturally regarding, you can still kick his ass. Let's see what my grade is. Oh! Booyah!
Oh.
Perfect! And I got a fruit cocktail out of it.
Sweet.
Here's to your defeat.
Oh. Oh, shit, they have black wings.
Dark Angels?
I would advise against resisting, for there will be no mercy this time.
Ow. To heaven!
Not a very practical elevator if you need 4 angels to lift it.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, this is a horse. I think this is a real horseshit part.
all that's treatment. Apparently she's useless the way she is now.
Regal's about to cash in his Deus Ex Machina coupon.
Oh, okay. Good thing we played that game on Monopoly before heading here.
Yeah.
Kratos used us? Did he betray us again?
He sent us on the path to curing Colette, which also led us back to the Tower of Salvation.
Let and the others.
I really want to know why I keep getting captured and getting thrown into jail all the time.
Because you're a bad guy.
You sure you haven't
And that's the
done
twist
anything to deserve
with
it?
the villain.
We should just be glad we have our lives.
For now.
Well, yeah.
You said it, Mr. Frowny.
This thing's
Time to
so
cash in that
hard,
coupon.
And I can't open the lock either.
Same here. It won't budge at all.
Can Colette or Presea break it?
Nope. I'm sorry I couldn't be of use.
So we're completely trapped.
Move.
Hadouken!
I thought you... I'll comment that in a second. I thought he was going to step sideways and go through the bars. It's like, oh, okay. Why did I think of that? What the hell did that happen?
I originally specialized in fighting with my hands, not my feet. And since X-Spheres amplify their users' abilities far above their maximum limits, this result is to be expected.
What?
Then why don't you just fight with your hand?
Considering that we fucking need him?
I swore I would.
Why don't you just fight with your hands? Penance!
You're going to
I swear I never use these hands unless I really fucking need to.
Or if I have to wipe my ass.
Yeah. So you got some limitations on there, buddy. Just take the fucking cuffs off.
Yeah, seriously, dude. Like, this would have saved us so much time. Don't make me take these off, Mythos.
You're not going to. Fuck, you need to catch my bluff.
I don't know why I equipped that. I have no idea why I quit the bone shell on him. I was like, there's nothing coming up that's weak to fucking dark to begin with. And even at that, the bone shell's way too fucking weak.
So we have another dungeon here? Doesn't look like a dungeon.
Oh, yeah.
It's more like someone placed 2 jail cells in the utility closet.
Essentially. What should I install with a broom? You can't stay here. Oh, now you remember flight! What the fuck happened in your forest?
La 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 la.
By the way, that flight animation looks fucking hokey.
There's a lot of things in this game that are animated hokey. For GameCube standards, anyway. Blocks. I must be going the right way.
And welcome to Welgaia.
Huh.
This is basically Angelopolis. Or Techno Space Heaven.
I can dig it.
Quiet, Shaft.
Just talk about Angelopolis.
Oh, then I can dig it. It's kind of surreal seeing the humans interact with angels like this, even when you know that they're pretty much fantasy super half-elves.
We're gonna get caught if we keep wandering around here.
Maybe they
You're
don't care.
right. We'll pretend to be Colette's prisoners. She should be fine because she's an angel.
Half angel. Okay.
Yeah, see the wings? They're racist against those kind of wings.
Dingly
The
dingly.
discrimination never stops. Ooh.
And therefore, now we can summarize Symphonia's game story with about one word, one sentence. We must now fight against the legendary hero and a group of angels from enacting his plan to create world peace.
I would have said that's racist.
That's the game you like is kind of racist. 2010 game journalism. Do 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 do.
Who can whore out to the angels?
I'm gonna try,
What?
but it actually doesn't work.
Oh, okay.
That would have been some fucking shit.
And they give you ultimate weapons.
They're all above earthly desires, and that includes Zealous's dick. So we're gonna have to just deal
But
with
my
no
penis is truly a divine thing.
Unless it was gilded gold, I wouldn't fucking count on it. Zealous's dick is a divine piercer.
And that's when Zelos got the wake-up call.
Not everybody loves me. It gets that sad
Played
refrain
in
of the
reverse.
song. Strange city. That it is. How can you not put your finger on something strange about this city? You're in fucking space! There's no feeling of daily life activity, which actually kind of proves a point. Everybody here does kind of feel like a worker. Talk about a terrible 9 to 5.
They have a hive mind.
They're not hive-minded per se, but this guy here kind of breaks some of the logic of the city in kind of a sloppy writing way.
Fragments of mana are no longer being distributed. Return to your area.
You won't give us one?
A human?
These are the subjects needed.
This
for
one,
Cruxis
come to
for
think of it.
research.
High X-sphere research. I see. Now that you mention it, I've heard that research involving humans were being conducted.
Yes, exactly. And we require a fragment of mana for that purpose.
Understood. Then please show me your identification.
Zealous?
Do we need that?
Sure, I have my identification.
Actually, Zealous ripped off his pants. Tried to whore.
I need a fragment of mana for the ritual of the Chosen. I've sent a courier over to pick it up.
Understood.
Look at that. Look at that schnoz.
He has a hell of a schnoz. He needs a bop in it.
Are you saying you're Lord Kratos' courier?
This guy here display. See, here's the thing about the angelic, though, is that the writing with them is never entirely consistent. They're supposed to be emotionless beings, except for, you know, the high-ranking Seraphim.
Yeah.
But this one here is showing fear, disrespecting Kratos, and then there's also Remiel, who exposed greed as well for trying to get Colette up here.
You seem to be of the Desian class.
So either they're emotionless, except when the script needs them to be.
About these little nitpicky details, you're keeping Yggdrasil waiting. You want to take him off?
That's right. Lord Yggdrasil is scary if you cross.
So even though the angels can't emote, they can still feel.
Which doesn't really add up to me. It's like saying nobody's don't have hearts, and then, oh, there they do.
No, I think it's just a matter of inability. I think there's a difference between being able to feel and being able to emote.
There may very well be, and I'm not smart enough to notice that.
Oh no, there's just little nuances and stuff like that. Not in this game, but this game.
I don't know. I would think the two are kind of one and the same. By the way, this entire tower has nothing in it except for this. I think there's something different in the HD version. There's not. So I waste my time going up all the floors and finding fucking nothing. That's the that weapon there I just got is the Devil's Arms for Regal. Minus 20 to defense and accuracy, but other than that, nothing too bad. It's worth using.
I'll tell you this, but angels.
What? Angels Without Soul?
I don't know why I immediately remember the Home Alone. The movie he always watched with the gangsters and stuff like that. I think Angels with Filthy Souls.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there a skit called Angels with Filthy Souls?
Oh, Christ. I'm so glad you didn't become an angel, Colette. That's why you have angel wings and identification.
Working on it.
Oh shit, you left all this in? Uh-oh.
Left-footed.
We're about to bore our fucking audience.
What?
All I do here is talk to angels and find nothing.
Huh, no, you explore in the air. You do this with every town.
Okay.
I'll get bonus points. There is definitely an ominous vibe with this
tower.
Well, it's city in general.
It's not so much ominous, just empty.
Well, that's why I classify as ominous, you know.
Ominous would have been, you know, you're working with a whole bunch of angels and all of a sudden they're serving Satan. Like,
No, I'm more talking about the vibe. The lack of activity makes you uneasy.
The lack of activity and the very high technology.
Yeah.
Like, if Tethe'alla was technologically advanced between the two worlds, this shits on both of them. It reminds me of Mega Man Legends in a way. Remember the sub-cities?
Yeah.
No. I'm joking. But yeah, it's, it kind of reminds me of that stuff, especially with the music. All the way up to the 5th floor?
For it is the last floor you've yet to discover.
I really wish I would have put some shit in here, even if it's just fucking gels. Because, like I said, one of the few things that always did irk me in games is creating these huge elaborate dungeons with fucking nothing in them.
I know that feeling.
That locked dungeon pissed me off. Also pissed me off that he had to open all the chests anywhere else. Locke just decided on what to give you, what not to give you.
What are you talking about?
You remember the dungeon where you had to go find Locke in the Cave of the Phoenix?
Yeah,
every single chest there was already open.
It's empty, yeah, because Locke stole it.
Right.
You already pilfered it.
If you leave some of them unlocked or unopened, Locke keeps those items.
Are you sure about that? Because I'm pretty sure every time I go to the Phoenix Cave, he always gave me the same amount of items. I don't think you necessarily have to open the treasure chest.
I think you do.
I don't think you do, but I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt because there's never. I can't argue against it because there's never been a playthrough where I haven't ever left a chest closed.
And that's better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
More identification.
I need that Valiant knife, man.
6 has a lot of fun little nuances to it, like 9. Speaking of Final Fantasy, back here we found out that we can't go back home. Zealous does bring up a good point about two-factor entry and authentication. You're always going to have a backup in case the main way's down. So Zealous realizes that, hey, if that thing breaks down, they're screwed too, so there has to be another way out. That said, let's go find it. There's info dump areas up here too if you need them.
Info dump, as in getting an explanation of what this place is?
Somewhat, yeah. And what a few other terms are.
Zelos? Yeah, but look, you're absolutely right. They don't acknowledge you.
Not me and my glorious dick. Prolongation project. Remember that prolongation project. We're gonna need to know that later.
Figured as much.
Rats.
Have you even used this before, Rain? She just stumbled next to it.
Yeah, exactly. She didn't even fucking hit the thing.
Yeah.
I would have liked it if she hit the thing.
Oh, the machine's laughing. Like,
Even the angels will laugh at that.
Yeah.
You are the worst angel ever. I'm right, I get it. I'm a failure. And now we have the emergency route. If you go up here, you can shop.
Oh, that's very nice of them. Doesn't
Wait,
look like
I
these
think
guys,
it's up down there or up there.
It doesn't
Nope,
look like
it's
these
right here.
guys battle.
This here's a refresher. Angelic fights to the death. Fuck yeah.
But they fight with their mind. It's not very
Entertaining
visually.
The mind's and light magic.
Yeah.
The city's data bank. Darius Carlon. Basically, it's something that's protected by the force emitted from the Eternal Sword. But if the force field is removed, Darius Carlon will be released from the planet's gravity and drift space again as a comet. Yikes.
Ooh.
World's mana in that little fucking thing. The world was split in two in order to keep the mana depletion to a minimum and to sustain the world in the seed of the giant tree. The usage of the summon spirits to guard the mana link and restrict the flow keeps the world from prospering. So basically, they created a balance. So basically, when Yggdrasil split the world in two, he created the system to allow the planets to survive based off the little mana. It prohibited growth as well, but seeing as how that led to Magi technology, it's what he thought was the right thing to do.
So the summon spirits, in a way, are inhibitors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is sort of like a necessary evil, according to Yggdrasil, who created the world, who thought that, maybe I'll do this, it'll prevent Magi technology from growing, but it'll also stop the wars as well. So, it's prohibitive to progress, thought, and growth, but if it's his way of saving the world, it's not a bad way to go about it. Just his ideas of going about it. I keep trying to whore.
They classify it as a vending machine. It's like, I'm kind of hoping you buy armor and weapons here. You just put $1 in and just hit the button, the sword comes out.
Yeah, but I think they've tried that once before, but there was like a few jams. Especially when the one time when one of them just came out way too quick and impaled Mythos' right hand. Clues are meaningless. Youngster Joey would hate to hear that about his shorts.
You speak my language.
Joey would be in hell here without his shorts.
I don't know. Those square boxes, those suitcases, I would have thought they were chests or something like that.
I did too. That's why I kept trying to open them.
Is this our emergency route?
Yep.
Let's go before anyone sees us. They already see us. We're wandering around for like the last 5 minutes.
And we bail. I do believe that with that, we are now going to traverse our way back from heaven to earth. Tune in next time for Welgaia, the dungeon.